Hello everybody, this is the Green Talons coming at you guys with a new video pertaining to a situation that I'm going to get right into at this very moment. But before I do, I'm quite sure you guys have got notice between the last couple of weeks, everybody's been suffering from this coronavirus or COVID-19, if you will. A lot of businesses, events, jobs, a lot of things have been going on with this COVID-19 virus. A lot of people have lost their jobs all over this country. This virus is probably the biggest thing that we've had in the country in many, many years. They said over the last 80 or 90 years, dating back to the 1800s, where this virus that were killing off people. Now, the same virus or similar to the same virus is now in this country alone, and a lot of people are staying at home because of the super effect of this virus. You know what I'm saying? And you got people who got some immune deficiency like asthma, cancer, high blood pressure. A lot of diseases that's in your body that your immune system is fighting to keep intact. The COVID-19 is something that you don't want if you got these type of immune deficiencies, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of businesses and events are closed or being postponed, and people are staying at home because the jobs have not fired them but released them from their jobs. So now they are stuck, and we are all stuck in an economy situation now where a lot of people are now fighting for unemployment, and unemployment is over 6 million people worldwide, or I'm sorry, 6 million people in this country alone that are fighting for unemployment. So it's getting kind of tough out there, but and let's just say, Trump, if you will, has said that he was going to release some stimulus packages to all the taxpayers in the country. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing he's doing that. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to do it, but he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody had their say about President Trump. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and I'm not gonna go no further with Trump other than I'm gonna say that right there. But the main purpose of this video is actually for the NFL draft. Like I said, I'm gonna get into, and it goes back to me saying that a lot of events are being postponed. Well, the NFL draft is not being postponed. It's more like being virtual reality. What I mean is, players are going to get drafted, but they won't appear in the stadium or in the event or stadium that most people like to attend. Like I said, that all 32 teams got all 32 fans that are going to be supposed to be there, but won't be at this year because of the COVID-19 virus. You know what I'm saying? So now everything's supposed to be done virtual. It means that teams are going to pick players their own way. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to do that because they're still in the talks, which means they got three extra weeks to decide how they're going to decide on how they're going to draft players. You know what I'm saying? They don't know if players are going to be at the stadium to get drafted, or they're going to draft players kind of like a reality show. You know what I'm saying? Where they can talk to the player online, or they have their phones. They can talk to them face to face, or kind of like FaceTime. Like the iPhone has FaceTime. So I guess it's gonna be either FaceTime or doing Skype, depending on which service you have. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know the iPhone has FaceTime, and all Android phones have Skype, or they have their own thing similar to FaceTime. So I'm thinking that that's what the NFL is going to do. That I guess they're going to contact their players either via Skype or via FaceTime and let them know that the player that they're going to draft They're gonna let them know ahead of time, and so I guess they're gonna call them from wherever it's going to be and all of that. So I mean, a lot of things still in the talks. You know what I'm saying? So the video, like I said, pertains to the NFL draft, and I posted some on Facebook back here a couple days ago, maybe 3 days ago, about I had this white package that I had. I posted on Facebook, took a picture of it, and I posted on my page. And here's the item here. But before I get into that item, I want to show you guys about the NFL draft magazines. Now, I made up a video last year saying that I was going to stop collecting a bunch of NFL draft magazines because the price on them have gone extremely high. Back then, NFL draft magazines, from when I first started buying NFL draft magazines back in 96, 97, you know what I'm saying? I was buying NFL draft magazines then, and it was like $5.99, $6.99, somewhere along the way. I guess it depends on which book company has the smallest book or the thickest book, and the thickest book is the one that costs the most. So that was back then, and over the years, you had Sporting News, you had Lindy Sports, and you had Athlon Sports, and you had ESPN, you had the Sporting News, all these companies, and Street and Smith, all these companies used to make NFL draft magazines. They stopped making it now because the fact is some of them have gone paperless, or they go on email, if you will. Which means that you can order the book online, and it'll be on your phone, or you can get it paper. I prefer having my paper because I can read and do my analyzing myself. So that's what a lot of the things has happened over the past 15 years or more, depending on how you view the NFL draft and the knowledge that you obtain from them. See, every year when I buy these magazines, I used to see which ones had the most knowledge, and I try to compare the knowledge between all the magazines I used to buy. I do my analyzation there, and they always let you know about which player or which team is going to draft this player based on needs from the first round to the 7th round. I mean, you got some teams that trade some of their picks to move up in the draft, or they trade some of their picks to move down to gain extra picks, and that's been going on for years and years and years at a time. But back in the 80s and the 90s, early 90s, that never existed. They would trade players, but never trade picks in the NFL draft. And back then you had like first round to like the 8th, 9th, or 10th round, and at the 20th round, which was way back beyond, way before I even was born. You know what I'm saying? But then they cut it down to like 12 rounds. Then went from 12 rounds to 10 rounds, from 10 rounds to where it is now, 7 rounds. So they chopped down over the years, and I think when the salary cap came to be in existence, that's when they got rid of the 12th rounds and 10th round and made it on the 7 rounds only. So that's fortunate that 7 rounds, because if it went back to 12 rounds or more, it would be quite a long NFL draft. So that doesn't exist anymore. That's why you got rookie free agents, where teams don't pick players, so players are free to sign to any team that they choose to when you're a rookie free agent. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, all that plays a part in the NFL draft that I buy, because see, this is one. So I'm going to show you guys an example of all the magazines that I bought over time. I got a few of them here. See, this one here is Lindsay Sports, and I bought this magazine back in 2019. And as you can see on the front cover, that's Bosa, the boy Bosa from Nick Bosa from the University of Ohio, who was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers, with one of their top picks. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, this is I see that Lindsay Sports. That's what it is, Lindsay Sports. This magazine is currently around, Lindsay Sports. Again, the thing is, they don't have much knowledge as it used to be. Like I said, see how thin that page is? It's very thin. It's a very thin book. And so this is one of the messages that I used to collect, but don't collect anymore. Like I said, I made a video last year saying that I would no longer be spending that kind of money on the magazine. So here we go. See that price here? That price it says here, $8.99 in the U.S. See that price there? $8.99. Back then, magazines were like $5.99, $6.99, and over the years it went up. So that's one magazine to put away. And here's the other one that I was showing you also. Well, this is Athlon Sports here, 2019 NFL Draft. As you can see, Nick Bosa on the cover again, and this is 2019 as well. And this also, this one here is $9.99. See that? See my fingernail there right there? $9.99. That go back to me saying magazines have gone up in price in over years. And this is the reason why this was one of the last magazines that I bought. You know what I'm saying? So I don't buy these magazines anymore. And then I got one here that's Smith and Street. I'm sorry, Street and Smith. This is also, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Street and Smith. I'm sorry. This is not a draft magazine. This is actually the regular season magazine. This magazine actually don't kick off until around June. So these magazines are coming around June, so I'm not gonna be worried about that one. But this is what I really want to show you. See, this is the other Athlon Sports here. And this here is 2018 draft preview. And this is also the same price, $9.99. $9.99. So as you can see, the difference with the thickness. See, both magazines are thick. They both thick, as you can see. And this is one of the reasons why I stopped buying them, because they went up in price. So that's what I want to show you guys before I get to the original asset. And then ESPN, this is the one that I bought back here a few weeks ago. As you can see, Tua is on the front end cover. This guy's hope he won a top 5 NFL draft picks for this year. This USA Today, they do a draft magazine as well, but theirs is kind of like paper, like this. This is basic paper. It's paper fine. So that's what this is. And this is the magazine that I do collect. See, this is called Draft Digest, and I get these magazines every year for the past 20 years. Is what I want to say. And they used to make Eagle Digest, but they stopped making that because they want to reserve the environment or keep the environment clean. So Eagle Digest no longer exists. These are the only ones that does now. So I ain't gonna complain about it. But let's get to what I made the video for. Again, sorry for the long talk, but sometimes you gotta explain yourself before you get to the proper edition. Like I said, I showed it to you just a few minutes ago, and I'm gonna go ahead and open it up with the lucky knife. Cause this is actually what this is. This is actually another. This is a draft magazine here, and I want to cut up this thing. So okay, here we go. So I'm gonna cut it right here on the side here because it's folded. So I'm gonna cut on the fold side there. And this here, I mean, these gonna be the only magazines that I'm going to collect. I will no longer be collecting those hardback magazines ever again, because the fact is they are expensive, like I said before, and I ain't got time to be spending $10 on magazines. Maybe one day I'll go back to buying it, but right now I'm not going to, because the simple fact is they are too expensive. Now maybe if I order by subscription, maybe they'll be cheaper, but right now, no. Okay. Yep, this is it, y'all. This is the new Draft Digest magazine. But for some reason, they went different this time. As you can see, the difference between the two, See how glossy? See how glossy that one is? That one glossy. This one here is not glossy. They don't made it paper now. And I often wonder why they decided to go paper this time around. But anyway, enough of that. This is the magazine that I want to show you guys. It says Tallulah B or Joe B, which is Joe Burrow, who's probably the #1 top rated quarterback in this year's draft. The Bengals own the #1 pick in this year's draft, and they've been speculating that they're going to trade Andy Dalton and use him as draft bait or use him for extra picks in the draft, because Andy Dalton is still a damn good quarterback. He got to been to 3 or 4 Pro Bowls in the 7 years that he's been in this league, you know what I'm saying, and thrown for like 15 or 16,000 yards in the years that he's been in this league. So he's still one of the best quarterbacks in this league. So I expect the Bengals to get maybe a second or third pick for him, or they're trading for picks for next year's draft. I don't know what the Bengals are going to do, but they own the #1 pick in this year's draft, and they've been speculating that they're going after Burrow. That's what they want. They want Joe Burrow. But the thing is with Joe Burrow, though, the guy is 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's a little older than most quarterbacks. The last quarterback that was this high in his age was Chris Winkie. Do you guys remember Chris Winkie? He played for the University of Florida. He was the University of Florida State Seminoles. He was drafted by the Panthers back in 2000, I think 2 or 3. He was a first round draft pick by the Panthers back in that time era, and he never materialized as a quarterback. But he's now a quarterback's coach or somewhat of a guru in the NFL, or I think at the college level. But anyway, that was the last, and he was like 26 years old. He was a little older than most quarterbacks, but he was a first round pick by the Panthers. And he wound up being he been in NFL for like 6 years. I think he played like 4 years with the Panthers and 2 or 3 extra years with another team before he called a career. But anyway, if I had my pick, I would go for Justin Hubert, because Justin Hubert he's more polished than any other quarterbacks in this coming draft class, and he's a top 4 quarterback myself. I think Burrow, to me, Burrow's #1, and to me, Justin Hubert should be #2, because he's also a polished quarterback ready to roll, and this guy Tua should be 3 or 4, but they got him ranked like behind this guy here, Joe Burrow, and I don't think so. So I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen, but this book here gives me all the information that I really need for quarterbacks, offensive linemen, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, H-backs, defensive line, defensive tackle, defensive ends, linebackers in the 4-3-3-4 defense, defensive ends, 4-3-3-4 defense, cornerbacks, safeties, defensive backs, whatever you want to name. This book, he gets it all. And this one I'm going to be sticking with. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. Hold on, let me get to something right quick. Let's see if I can, here we go. Philadelphia Eagles right here. And they're saying that we're scheduled to get Henry Ruggs, the wide receiver from Alabama. He's the potential #1 target. I think, to me, he has a good chance of he has a good chance of being a lower 20th pick, but the way the NFL draft is now shifted, and they're telling who's going to go where and how they're going to go. Some players can get drafted for another team and trade that player to that team for the player that the other team drafted. So, I mean, a lot of this can go on going forward. This is one of the reasons why I like the NFL draft and why I like doing my studies when I get these magazines like this here, and because I get all my knowledge from what I hear on ESPN and from what I get here in this magazine. Because see, this here tells me everything I need to know about players, positions, draft boards, their rankings, coaches. I mean, it tells me so much for his size, the weight, what he can or can't do, weaknesses. I mean, these magazines brings it all. All the magazines that I just showed you guys, it do the same thing, and this one does. And just the those magazines, this here has a little bit more notch and explainable than the other ones. And this here only has a small, see how small it is? It's a very thin book compared to the Lindy's. See, Lindy's ain't nowhere near the size of this one. This one here is small, but I got a whole lot because of the width. And the width of the magazine kind of gives it away too well. Because see, with the width that it is, it can give you more notch from one end of the book to the other. And so this is what I want to show you guys in the Draft Digest. I get these every year. For the past 15, maybe 20 years going on now, going back to the late 90s when I started paying a little bit more to the NFL draft. And I've been studying the draft since 93 when the free agency begun. You started seeing players leave from team to team. These Draft Digest magazines weren't out then. They came around like maybe the late 90, 95, 96, someone up, and then you start seeing these magazines coming out along with Eagle Digest and other and all 32 teams at the time span. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things changed in that time. But anyway, that's what I want to show you guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope I didn't talk too much. If I did, I don't give a damn, because this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. And subscribe to my channel at the bottom of the screen. This is your boy, The Green Talons. Coming at you with a video. This is one of two. Because I'm going to do some reading. And I'm going to come back maybe another week or two before the NFL draft and let you know what my opinions are. I hope I don't forget. If I do forget, I'm probably going to make a video during the draft process or however the NFL want to do it. This is what I want to let you guys know. Hope you understand where I'm coming from, because this is a diehard Eagle fan. As you can see behind, Super Bowl championship banner, and on the other side right there is the 2017 NFC Conference Championship title, not the Super Bowl championship, the NFC East. I mean the NFC Conference Championship title, what that is. And behind me is another small banner on the door there. So, whew, I talked enough, and I've gone way over 20-something minutes in this video. I thought I was going to be like between 10 or 15, but apparently I had more to say than most. So I hope you guys like my video. Like I said before, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, let me know what you think about this video. And let everybody know, because I need more subscribers. I'm going to try to keep going with these videos. Hope you guys understand what I'm going to come from. This is the best way that I can prescribe my news. A lot of people get up and talk about their way. I'm doing mine my way. So with that being said, peace. One love.